All right. Hello, my fellow investors. 60 Intelligent Investor here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Palantir and why it's going to go to $1,000 by the end of this month. But before we start the video, guys, use the link in the description down below to sign up with Acorns. Now, once you sign up with Acorns, you're going to be entered to win a free Microsoft stock. So sign up, guys. I'm telling you, Acorns is actually one of the best platforms to invest for your future, and you will not regret it. Also, once we hit 6,000 subscribers, guys, I'm going to be doing this Apple stock giveaway. So stay tuned, stay subscribed, and you'll be notified when this video comes out, guys. All right. So why is Palantir shooting up to 1,000 by the end of this month? Now, is that too good to be true? Yes, it is. I was just BSing you guys. It's not going to go to 1,000. And now that I got your attention, you have to understand why. Now, Palantir is a good company, but they're not the best company and they're not the worst company. That's one thing you have to understand. They're an okay company. They did get a government contract for about, $5 billion for the next 5 years or something like that. And that's pretty good. But it's honestly, guys, like I said, not the best thing. It's not worth the stock price. Palantir is going to be trading sideways probably for the rest of this year. It'll probably go to 25, 26, 27, something like that. I don't think it'll shoot up to what people have been saying, up to 50 to 100. Again, there's a lot of YouTubers that I've been seeing that have been getting a lot of attention, that have been saying that this stock is going to completely blow up and go to the moon. And I'm honestly getting tired of these people because they're talking like they know when they don't know. None of them are doing research. None of them are following the numbers. They're just talking out of their butt, okay? And that's one thing you guys have to understand now. We had a bubble this past year, okay? This past about year, yeah, we've had a bubble. We had a good little bubble that has been popped and is slowly getting deflated. So reality is going to start kicking everybody in the face. Like I've always said, if you guys have followed me for the past, at least 6 months, we've constantly talked about this, that all the EV companies that are shooting up, all these tech stocks that are shooting up are fake shot ups. Because, they don't have the numbers to support this stock price, okay? That's the thing that people have to start understanding now. Palantir is not worth $60. Right now, Coinbase is not worth $350 or whatever the heck it is right now. It's a $150 stock at most, okay? But everything is being overvalued right now because retail investors are not doing research and they're just dumping money into what other people say. So that's why I always say I'm not giving you financial advice, because I'm not. I want you guys to do your research before you guys invest into any kind of stocks. I do heavily do research on every stock I jump into. That's why I haven't gotten into Palantir. I have, done a lot of research on Palantir, and it's just not looking good to me. When I check into Palantir, I do a direct comparison to another stock that's out in the market. And if you guys know what stock I'm talking about Microsoft. Now, Microsoft, as you see, at least in this past week, it's been up 2.37%. And the past month, it's been up 10.42%. As you look here, this one has been down 10%. So they're both tech companies. Why is one going up and why is one coming down? Because the bigger company is always going to do better things than the smaller company. And that's one thing you have to understand. Invest $10,000 into Palantir and invest $10,000 into Microsoft. Who's going to make you a better return? Microsoft, of course. So that's the thing you guys have to start understanding. You have to start finding the best companies in that sector. As well with EV, what companies are you going to buy into? I mean, EV people have been looking at NIO and they've been looking at Tesla. I mean, some people, when they bought it early, NIO, I understood. They got good returns. But lately, I've seen a lot of people lose a lot of money from NIO. But if you're in Tesla, you'll be making some money. I know if you bought at 900, that's a different story. But a lot of people did buy in the low 400s, 500s, and they're still up a lot of money. So Tesla, competitor, NIO, Tesla's up big. NIO, I feel like it's going to die. I mean, I think it's going to hit back the 30 mark, and I feel like it's going to stay between 30 and 40, and I don't think it's going to get out of that aspect anytime soon. NIO is not the EV company of the future. Churchill will kind of start being a competitor to Tesla, not heavily, but they will be killing NIO out of the market. I mean, maybe not in China, but they will eventually in Europe and, of course, in the U.S. NIO will not hit the U.S. markets. They will not, guys. That's one thing you have to understand, okay? So Neo will kind of probably die most likely. And I know I'm going to piss off a lot of people because people are cultist about Neo and Palantir, but I'm here to be realistic and tell you the truth because that's how we make money. We find the reality of things and we make money because we understand what the reality is, okay? If we see a stock burning and crashing, we don't stay and crash with it. We get out of it and we jump into the big sector, or we don't even get on it at all. For me, Palantir was a hype thing. I never got into it, and I rather invested into Microsoft instead. Microsoft is giving me better returns than Palantir ever would. Same thing with Neo. I put my money into Churchill. I mean, Churchill, yeah, it's coming down a bit, but we will see in the future that Churchill, when it becomes Lucid Motors, is going to give us a better return. So that's what I'm talking about. Palantir, guys. Palantir, you can put your money in there. Will it give you a return? It will give you a return, but I would say you have a better chance to make a better and bigger return with Microsoft than you would with Palantir, okay? That's what I'm telling you. And that's one thing you guys have to understand, that these stocks, just because they come up with news, like they said, the demo date is coming on Wednesday, and the stock was going to blow up, and it didn't. Why? Because we're out of that damn bubble now. And that's one thing a lot of people have to understand now. We lost that little bubble. Everybody was making money this past year. Everybody. You put your money into the worst stocks, and every stock pretty much shot up since March last year, okay? And everybody thought they were a professional investor since then. And I've been seeing that. I kind of slowed down, and I was like, okay, let's see where this is going to go. And a lot of people got a lot of fame through YouTube just because this past year, that's when I cooled it down. I was like, I'm not going to be, certain on things, so I'm just going to do my thing. And then I'll eventually start posting videos. If you guys see, when I started posting again about 6 months ago, that's when I was like, hey, these stocks are going to crash. We're in a little bubble, and we prepared fully for this. So we've constantly been making money in the bear market as well. And we've constantly prepared well for it because we know what we're doing. And we're going to be good long-term investors. We're going to make money from now into the future and long well till we retire. These people that are investing into just these stocks are going to fail. They will not stay in the market. They will give up and just, not really succeed in the market. And that's how it is. It's said that only 10% of the people actually succeed in the market, only 1% become wealthy. And those statistics are going to stay. I see a lot of people losing a lot of money right now. And it's kind of sad. I mean, I see people that have $150,000 portfolios that, I saw them when they were at 150, and now I see back there, I look at their channel and they're down to like 90,000 or 100,000. They've lost about 50, 60,000 in the past month. And that is insane. And they're like, well, this is a time where it's a pullback, so we're buying more. So once it goes up, our returns are going to be much greater. I'm like, no, that's not going to happen. Palantir is not going to go back to whatever price it was up here. Eventually, maybe it would, but it's going to take years, okay? It's not going to do that same movement. This was all hype. It died out, and big corporations are not jumping into it anymore. They've slowed this down. They're not going to take those risks anymore. A lot of this, where the market was really highly inflated on these tech stocks, is because they had a lot of leverage in there. The leverage was taken out and paid back, okay? The market was over leveraged, and now they're not going to do that anymore. So these stocks are not going to blow up the way they did. CCIB had the same thing. It was up to $60, and then it crashed. Why? Because the funds took out the money out of there. You get me? A lot of people lost a lot of money, and people keep losing money because they don't know the right way to invest. So that's just the thing I wanted to talk about in this video, guys. I mean, I'm going to be realistic here with you. If you guys hate me for it, then please hate me for it. I don't give a crap. Like I've always said, I'm going to be straight and forward and honest with you. And those who follow, those who learn, are actually going to be successful in the market. Those who don't are going to fail. It's just simple and true. I've seen so many people fail in the market just because they're stubborn and dumb and don't like listening. They always try to think that they know what they're saying, and they lose a lot of money and try to be all tough about it, never return to the market again just because of that, because of the huge losses. So that's all I want to talk about in this video. If you guys did like the video, please kill the like button, share, subscribe. If you have any questions, please check out all the links down below. They'll all help you. So thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.